Well, very then taken. Farewell, Ashen One. May the
Have Okay then, folks. So, if the audio was off that whole time, if like my microphone was off that whole time, which I think it was. Yeah, I think my microphone was off that whole time. Whoops, sorry about that. I do apologize, I did not know my microphone was off. And the commentary wasn't that good anyway. This is not a commentary-less episode, I apologize. I just forgot to turn it on. What I was saying is, I'm not going to be getting the last items here. The last item's up on that bridge, so if you really, really want it, go get it. But, you know, I don't feel like running up there to go get it, because it's just kind of a waste of my time. I also said that I would normally run past these guys, these fine gentlemen, instead of fighting them, but for some reason I just felt like fighting them and I died. I'm hoping Osiris isn't going to be too difficult. I'm pumped I beat the dancer. Not going to be doing the rest of Lothric Castle after I beat Osiris and Gundyr. I'm going to skip this cutscene. Like I said, I skip cutscenes. If you want to see cutscenes, watch them somewhere else. Something tells me I am not ready for this. I just want to run through this area, kill this boss, possibly beat Gundyr if I can. I don't think I should. Honestly, I don't really think I can beat Gundyr. If Osiris did that much damage to him like that. And how much damage he did him. I just want to run past Gundyr so I can get the Black Knight's helmet. Because I have a feeling that weapon is going to be better than my sword. But yeah, it is pretty obvious I am not meant to be here. Not right now, at least. It is a medium run. He did that much damage and he's taking so little damage. I got it. Okay, it looks like I'm gonna possibly have to postpone this. Maybe not. You know what, that's it. I'm not giving up. I'm just gonna do it. Alright, let's do it. We're gonna fight Osiris. It does not matter to me that I probably won't win. Because when I came in, I was ready to die, you know? I'm ready for it. I said I hoped that they wouldn't be too hard. I knew full well they would be hard. Oh yeah, I forgot that this fan was on. You guys can probably hear that. Sorry about that. Let me turn that off. Because that was probably annoying. I'm sorry about that. It's just one of those things that you don't think about. Because it's become background noise to you, but, you know, it might annoy someone else, so let me turn that off. As you can tell, I come into these episodes without planning, or really thinking about it. Okay, I've got better armor on. I put some new pants on and took off the helmet. Because the legendary Rumi does not fight without pants on. A shirt? Maybe. I might take the shirt off sometimes to fight. Just kidding. But I will take off my shirt too. Well, my armor, my chest plate. I just call it a shirt. My chest armor to run through areas quicker. Because usually pants weigh less than chest armor. I don't know if he's talking about his deer. worry point. I'm just gonna run past him. Because as I said, he's a point of worry. Cyrus is taking this much damage. It is taking this many hits to kill. Gundyr has done that much damage. Gundyr, who already has a lot of damage, have to fight him. Have to be prepared to fight him. If he gets that damage and deals a kill, he, like, I would recommend it to. Because you can fight these bosses whenever you want, if you got the skill to back it up, as that just proved. If you've got the skill to back it up, you can easily beat these bosses. Well, maybe not easily, but you can definitely beat bosses sooner than you're supposed to, or recommended to, if you've got skills. Like, honestly, it is not impossible that I could have beaten what's her name? The Dancer of the Boreal Valley before I went on to the Undead Settlement and all them. It is a definite possibility that I could have beaten her. It is not impossible. Path of the Dragon, or remember that emote, or thing, I mean. Swap out one of your, what are they called? Goddamn. I don't remember what they're called now. Gestures. Also hit this while it's an illusion. This is how you get to Champion Gundyr. Swap out one of your gestures for Path of the Dragon because you will need it later. But yeah, kill Osiros. Come into this area after you hit that wall, and you'll come to the Untended Graves. This area is significantly harder than the starting area, though that is what it replicates. It is the starting area, the true one. This is the actual place of where you are supposed to be. The other one's just a pop-up area. And that's why you fight Edo's Gundyr, the corrupted old one. That's where you fight the champion. Like I said, I'm probably not going to challenge Champion Gundyr, not now. He is way too powerful for me. Because, like I said, if Osiros hurts me that badly, then I doubt I stand a chance against Gundyr. There's the dog there as well. Oh, there's just a bunch of dogs. Welcome to my Dark Souls nightmare. Dogs. I hate dogs in these games. I've said it a lot. Because dogs are spammy and annoying. Like, they just spam you to death. That's it. Especially when there's a bunch of them. And me, a big sword user, I especially hate dogs because they interrupt all melee attacks. They interrupt all attacks, actually. They just interrupt your attacks and not today, you. Come on, I just want to get the items. I don't even really want to do that. I just want to get past because some items are not worth fighting these enemies. And I'll be looting this area when I make my return. There's... well, maybe I'll just loot it on my way there. No, a dog. There is something I'm going to leave behind, and that is the twin crystal giant lizards. Giant crystal lizards that I'm not going to fight right now because they're huge, and, you know, there's two of them, and I'd rather not get ganked by a couple of crystal lizards. You know, the giant ones. As you can see, there is no bonfire here, like there was in the original area. You don't get that luxury. You only get the one. No bonfire for you. Just the one at the beginning. That's all for you. Look at that guy's mom. Grab that hidden blessing. Hidden blessings basically restore all of your mana, or focus points as they're called. But, you know, that's not very useful to me since I don't use weapon arts and I don't use magic. My halberd is in there, in Gundir's lair. It's off to the side there. I'll be getting that in a second, because like I said, I just get all these items so I don't have to worry about grabbing them on my way to fight Gundir when I make my return to this place. There's a woman inside, you know, the firekeeper, not the firekeeper, but the woman who sells you items, and that you can sell items back to, who is in Firelink Shrine. Well, this place is Firelink Shrine, at least. You know, old Firelink Shrine. I think she sells you, or if you kill her and get her ashes, the original one sells you Knight Artorias' armor, which is pretty damn cool. I don't actually remember if it's good or not. I think it's good. It's probably better than what I'm wearing, but as you can imagine, I can't get to her because Gundir is in the way. Oh, it's the Black Knight Glaive, excuse me. Oh, and I can use it. And it's worse because mine's upgraded. Well, let me... Just like I remembered it. And I can dodge fine. Let me go back to the shrine, level up a little bit, you know. The usual. Upgrade my weapon too. Hello, friend.
Just wasn't it?
Upgrade my weapon, or I'll break your damn legs. So it's 190 plus 71. No, this is 270. So this is 279, 71 plus 119. So I did all that for literally nothing. Unless this thing upgrade is better. Whatever. It's fine. Sell that, because I don't use magic. I'm going to keep that weapon, because, you know, you never know. You never know if you might need it. I'll upgrade it to full, or I'll upgrade a bunch if I can. But I think my sword might actually be better. Oh yeah, I still need to upgrade my Estus flask as well. 3 more points into there. More stamina. Stamina, as some would call it. So my plans for this episode have been kind of dashed, honestly. I was gonna fight Gundyr and Osiris, get my Halbeard and be like, wow, look at that. It's the Halbeard. We can awesome time. But, you know, it's all good. We don't mind. Instead, we're gonna go and get through this area and set up probably the introduction to Anor Londo would be the best course of action. So then I could fight Aldrich in the next episode and probably get through Irithel Dungeon. Or if I rush it, I could get through Anor Londo, fight Aldrich, and that's that. But I'd rather not rush through. I'd rather take my time and be able to actually enjoy it. And then go back for Gundyr when I'm ready for him. You know, I'm just gonna sell the Halbeard. This will be the game where I use the sword. Because, but it kinda upsets me just a little bit because in every other game, literally, the Halbeard is better at base value than the sword is. Like, it's just better straight up. Not to mention, it has more range. Like, it has more damage and range and everything. So really, it's no big deal. I don't mind being made to use the sword because it's just straight up better. Because damage does very much so matter in this game. In all Dark Souls games. Or I can just roll off the edge like a dumbass. That's fine too. Drink me some water. Okay. My hands are wet. Alright, let's get back to it. Taking out Gundyr and the Dancer probably didn't take that long. But, or not Gundyr, Osiris and the Dancer, I mean. Probably didn't take too long to do. Sorry, there's a puddle of water that I'm wiping up. But still, I'd rather not try and fit something into an episode if I don't think it's going to fit. So I don't know if all of Anor Londo will be able to be fit into this episode. I'm not quite sure if I'll be able to fight Aldrich. Excuse me. I'm not sure if I'll be able to fight Aldrich. But what matters is I've got anything done in this episode. I mean, I didn't really, but I killed 2 bosses. And honestly, my criteria for what counts as progress mostly hinged on if I killed bosses in the episode or not. So if I do well or don't do well, it kinda really hinges on, did I kill a boss? Yes or no? If I did kill a boss, good. I've automatically done a good episode. If I haven't killed a boss, did I at least get through an entire area? Including looting. You know? I consider it a bad episode if I get no bosses killed and no areas completely done. Because those things are both important things in playing Dark Souls. Killing bosses and looting areas. Those are literally the key gameplay aspects. You loot places and you kill bosses. So it matters to me if I kill the boss. And like, literally just killing one boss, even if it's at the very beginning of the episode, and then if I do nothing else with the episode, I'm fine. As long as I get that boss killed. That's partly why I don't like cramming them in at the end. Because also then, like I said, I have to struggle. And by struggle I mean I have to fail to be able to go back so you guys can see it happen. And also, oh my god. Why? How? Okay, whatever. It's fine. I know what I'm gonna do with the episode. I've thought it through. I'm going to at least try and clear out Anor Londo. Like, get all the loot and open everything up and prepare for the Aldrich fight, and that's it. After that, I'm going to make my way to Irithyll Dungeon, and then through the Profane Capital, return to the Irithyll Dungeon to go to the I don't remember the name, but the ruins with all the snake people, and the wyvern fight, well, fight in quotation marks, to take that place down and deal with those guys, and then fight the Nameless King. And then after I fight the Nameless King and kill the wyvern and all that good stuff, go on to battle go on and take down the DLCs, and then we're gonna come back. Well, we're gonna take down the DLCs except mid-year because I've decided something that I feel would be a little nice to do for the series. You know, add a little bit more of an interesting thing. I want to send each game off with its hardest boss that it has to offer by fighting the hardest boss in the game. So Dark Souls 3 will be ended off with Dark Eater Midir. Dark Souls 2 will be ended off with Fume Knight. And Dark Souls 1 will be sent off with Manus. And then, well, Manus, and then after that I have to fight Gwyn, because you can't fight Gwyn. No, wait, I can kill Gwyn before I kill Manus. Bleh. So I can kill Gwyn, and then Manus, so Manus will be the final send-off for that series. Me and Sif are gonna take me down. Also, just recently I learned that Sif is a girl. I did not know that. I always thought Sif was a guy. Because Sif just kind of sounds like a guy name. But hey, the more you know. Not mad or anything like that. Why would I be? It's just an interesting thing. I have no other leggings and I would like to wear this helmet. It's fine. The Silver Knights of Anor Londo have returned. Well, as no archers. That's, I think, what these guys are referencing. Because they are positioned and fire at you like the Anor Londo Anor Londo archers do, while you're running up these little things. I don't know what to call them. Bridges, I guess. Because that's what they are to you. While you're running up these little bridges, they shoot at you. And try and hit you. Obviously try and hit you. I mean, they're not just shooting at you to try and miss. I mean, why would they do that? But, I'm going to... okay, so an idea I thought I'm having is, if I skip all the looting of Anor Londo, I will possibly be able to squeeze in Aldrich, beat him, and then end the episode. I don't know if you guys would find that satisfying, me rushing through to fight Aldrich and then ending the episode, because I feel like that would be disappointingly short. I don't know though, because I don't know if you guys like super long episodes. that take chunks of time out of your day. Or maybe you like them long, because then you can come back and take little nibbles out of them. Watch for like 10-20 minutes, then come back. Leave it, then come back to watch it some more later. I don't know what you guys like doing. I mean, that's what I do sometimes. When I watch long videos, I'll watch like a good half hour or so, depending on the length. I'll watch a good bit of it, leave it, and then to go watch something else, then come back to it and remember exactly where I was. I know there's a knight here. I like the silver knights, they're cool looking. I also like the black knights. I just kind of like these knights, they look good in general. Silver or black. It'd be cool if they had gold knights. Oh, cool, I got another helmet. I need to get some lighter pants so I can wear this helmet. Really? Really? You hit me with your stupid arrow, pull out your weapon, then just smack me off? Great, thanks. That's partly, that's not even partly, part of why I'm going to be playing Bloodborne after I do Dark Souls 3. And also, well, not even that. I'm going to be playing Bloodborne because I need a break from the whole series as a whole of Dark Souls. Just playing Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3. I need a different game. I need a change of pace. By the by, I do have Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. Expect a playthrough of that. At some point. I'm not going to name when I'm going to do it because I don't know when. Because I know nothing about that game. I have no idea what I'm doing when I play it. I just kind of dodge around and try and fight. I'm not very good at the combat. And for those of you who like videos where I struggle, it's not even a struggle, it's just I die a whole bunch and can't progress. Because that game is extremely unforgiving with deaths. Like you lose half of your money and your experience every time you die. Oh my god. What the heck? Why did he follow? Why did he chase me? Ah! I complimented you guys. I said you were cool. And then you just pull out your sword. Oh my god. They just ganked me, and I tried to escape and fell off a roof. Great. I'm getting stuck on these stupid archers. That's it, I'm running. I'm just running past everything. And I'm gonna play Bloodborne next, because it's not as long as Dark Souls 2, but it's still a decent length. Because like there is a lot to do in that game, and besides the DLC. And plus, in Dark Souls 2, I still have a lot of work to do. I still have to get through all 3 DLCs. I've still got to fight like a majority of the bosses. Like, sure, I've gotten through most of the early game areas pretty damn quickly. In fact, I've gotten through all of the early game areas now, and I'm in the mid game areas. But, you know, I'm just trying to get through that game. Also, do you guys think our characters in Dark Souls get sweaty wearing these clothes and armor? Like in the hotter areas, if you're wearing like metal armor, you think they're getting cooked alive? Like, for example, the Iron Keep in Dark Souls 2. Do you think if your character's wearing metal armor, they're being literally cooked alive? Because, you know, you are surrounded by a bunch of lava and everything. Also, by the way, if you hit this wall, it's an illusion, and you can come down into here. Any of you recognize this place? This is the arena where you fight Gwendolyn. And if you don't recognize it, you'll recognize it later in Dark Souls 1 when I play through that game. None of the chests are here like they used to be, but there's some in the corners. Okay, there's one on the other side. There's one chest here in the corner. So if you needed any more confirmation that this place is in fact Anor Londo, then, well, you're crazy. Because this is literally a chamber in Anor Londo where you fight someone, where you fight a boss. Not to mention the silver archers, the silver knights I mean, the archers on the precarious ledges. Like, this is all Anor Londo, like, you know, this is just the place. This is it. You are here. You've made it. Welcome to nostalgia for old players and excitement for me, because I absolutely loved Dark Souls 1. It was an amazing game, through and through. There were some sore spots, there were some bad spots, but then again, I don't love every single area and part of every game. Really, the only game that I love, like, every single area is Bloodborne. But that's because I have very fond memories of every area. And now I'm the one pushing you off. But yeah, I love every area in Bloodborne because I have fond memories. As I've said, Bloodborne was my first ever Souls game. Or Souls-like game, as people like to say. That was my first ever one in the series. So Bloodborne and me, I have a very special connection with it. And it is actually my favorite game of all time. So I'm very, very excited to get back into Bloodborne and play it again on the channel. You know, my most popular series with my favorite boss in the entire series, that being Lady Maria of the Astral Clock Tower. Back when I used to play with no commentary, and, you know, just silence and gameplay. You know, I used to listen to music while playing, and I would sit there and listen to music and chill by myself, and fight the bosses and progress for you guys. And I'd feel so awkward doing it, because, like, I just sit there with the camera turned on. I'd move so rigidly, and I'd have to communicate through only gestures. I always forget the word for gestures because I'm so used to saying emotes. But yeah, because I had to communicate with gestures and everything, and it was weird for me. But, you know. But yeah, if you needed any more confirmation, look at that landscape. It's beautiful. That we are in Orlando, which is now known as Irithyll de Boreal Valley. This is the castle. We are literally in Anor Londo. Welcome back to old players, and welcome for your first time to Anor Londo, your first time for new players. Fun fact, my first time ever stepping foot into Anor Londo was actually in Dark Souls 3. So I didn't know any of the references or that the knights meant something. I didn't know anything about this place, because I didn't care that much. Even if I did care, like, even if I did know back then, I probably wouldn't care. because I had no connection to Anor Londo. Because, you know, I was yet to play Dark Souls 1. It would take me another few years to play Dark Souls 1. Same thing for Dark Souls 2. It would take me another few years to get into those games. And I'm playing the series in order of how I played it. Except for Bloodborne is... Well, technically I am playing the series in order of how I played it. Because Bloodborne is my first series on the channel, and it is my most popular one. And it's still up there and going. So yes, technically I have stayed true to how I played the games in. I'm going to play them in order of how I played them. Bloodborne, Dark Souls 3, Dark Souls 2, and 1. And then Sekiro last, because Sekiro will always come last. It's not going to happen before anything else. Because, as I stated, I need to get better at the game. These guys are just rough. I just want them to leave me alone, honestly. I mean, that's not common for a Dark Souls game. But I just want to be left alone so I can progress, because I don't want to die 20 million times in this episode and not get anything done. You know? Like, I can't run past them because they're just gonna chase me. And I can't separate them because they both come down the stairs. Lure spear guy. Because he does long lunging attacks anyway, so I will move faster down the stairs. I hate that move. And again, I just hate spear guys in general. I don't like enemies that use spears. I don't like players that use spears. Spears are so annoying in these games. Hence why I want my halberd, but I don't think it's going to be as good. It's fine. I don't think I can run by them, because if I try, they're just gonna chase me. And I can't kill them when they're grouped together. So I just gotta get them down. Good. It would be cool if they had you enter the castle the same way you enter Dark Souls 1. And you come in through like the broken window on the path from the bridge. That bridge used to be full and lead to other places. It would be cool if you could explore Anor Londo in its entirety. Like what you got to explore back in Dark Souls 1, and possibly even more, because they have more resources and they could have like broken walls, walls that are broken down due to age. And like full of new treasures that weren't there before from travelers who came to Anor Londo in search of goodies. Also, this guy used to be alive in the first game. He was another one of the smiths, but now he's dead. He was a friendly giant too. I liked him. He was nice to me. He fixed my halberd for me when it was broken. Well, not broken, but it was close to breaking from fighting so many Silver Knights. Also, by the way, this is the hall that leads to Ornstein and Smough in the first game. Now that I know about the first game, I understand where everything is. This badass back there wants to hide. Come have that thing. Alrighty, that guy's down. These guys are annoying. I'll explore Anor Londo. Like the other side. I mean, there really isn't much to explore the castle. honestly, this place isn't that big in this game. In the original game, it's pretty big. There's also a big-ass monster right there. So, if you want to, just run past him and open up the door. I'd recommend doing that. Run past, open up the door so you can get the place open. So, you can have a short boss fight against. For when you get into the boss. So that way if you die, which I know a lot of you die to Aldrich. I don't find Aldrich that hard. But people complain a lot that Aldrich is very difficult. I don't think he's hard, honestly. I don't think he's hard at all. I mean, sure, he's annoying, but whatever, you know. Like I said, there's not much to explore at the castle because this place is kind of a shell of its former self. There's really nothing to do other than fight the knights, go in, fight Aldrich, and leave. This is definitely one of those areas you clear in one sweep and then don't return to because there's no reason to. Like, this is about the extent of the place, and that kind of saddens me. For such a expansive place, in such a great area, in the first game, I enjoyed Anor Londo in the first game, it's just kind of reduced to nothing, really. It's weird. Though it is kind of fitting, I guess, for the whole theme of Dark Souls, which is things are constantly falling apart and becoming different and old and shells of their former selves. I mean, that's literally a lot of boss fights are warriors who have fallen from grace and are now shells of their former selves. Like with, for example, that's blocked off, which saddens me because this area could have been genuinely probably one of the best in Dark Souls 3 if they put in a little more effort and made this place more expansive and actually explorable instead of just an outside and an inside. It's kind of just a husk for a boss fight. It's like they wanted to use Anor Londo, but at the same time they didn't want to reuse an area. You know? But if they were gonna just randomly throw in an area, why Anor Londo?